What is up, guys? Welcome back to the... This is like the 12th time that I've done this intro. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is vianney.strick, and I really appreciate you being here, so thank you. So today we're doing a review for a couple things from Maybelline. I am reviewing the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. Is this worth the hype? I will let you know. And then I also wanted to throw more products in this video. So I'm also reviewing the Total Temptation line, which are these bad boys right here. This is not a first impression because I have been trying out these products, so it is like a more in-depth review. So I hope you guys appreciate that. And yeah, guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to join a part of my squad. And if you want to turn on those notification bells so you know when I upload, thank you. And yeah, guys, if you want to see these products in action on my face and my full review, then just keep on watching. Alrighty, guys, so let's just get started. First, I wanted to kind of explain why I'm doing this video. I know that this is like brand new. It's the Maybelline 24-hour foundation, and I know that there's a lot of reviews of this already, but I still wanted to review it myself. But I wanted to add something else to the mix just so it's not just like a foundation review video. So I wanted to also review the Maybelline Total Temptation collection. I've had these for a while, and I've already tried this. This isn't like a first impression because I feel like that's just better to like review a product after using it a couple times. I actually got these products before they even launched for like a review on Instagram. So I've had these for a while, but I've seen some YouTubers review these, so I'm guessing these are still fairly new. So I figured I would just throw in a bunch of Maybelline products that were new at the drugstore and share it with you guys. Sorry that I look so crazy. I need to put some eyebrows on. So like always, we are gonna start out with eyebrows. All right, so like I said, I have been using these, so like I know my thoughts, but I obviously wanna show them to you in action as well. So I have it's called the Total Temptation Brow Definer, and I have it in the shade 305 Soft Brown. It has a little spoolie on the end. It's kind of a really weird spoolie. It's like a little ball, but it works just fine. I actually prefer just the regular spoolies, but like, how much can you really complain about a spoolie? And then it's kind of like the shape of a brow definer, but it's a little bit different. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it has more of like a diamond shape. And then this is the product right here. I actually really love the shape of it. I know that it's a little bit different, but I like it because like I've used this a couple times already, actually many times, and even though like obviously it's not as sharp, it's not dull at all. It's still like very thin. So I like this because I feel like a lot of these products, once you use them a couple times, they get really dull and they get really thick. Let me just really quickly fill my eyebrows in so I stop looking this crazy. So I first like to go under the brow and out. I actually like putting powder on my eyebrows first, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna use this eyebrow pencil. So the eyebrows are filled in. I do like this brow pencil. I think it's a great one from the drugstore. It reminds me a lot of like the brow definer from Anastasia. It's not like, let me show you guys. It's not like super pigmented where it's overwhelming, but it's not like not pigmented. This is the shade Soft Brown again, like I said, and it's really good. I've been using it for a while now, and like when I use brow pencils, I use a lot of it because I have to fill in like literally the second half of my brow, and it's lasted me a pretty good time. It doesn't dry out, so I definitely recommend this. I think this is a really good brow pencil, so this is a yay. Then we're gonna move on to the foundation. I'm quickly just gonna prime my face. I'm just gonna use my KIKO little strobing serum. I'm really like hydrating my skin because I do have normal to dry skin. Right now I'm on the drier side because it is wintertime, because this is like a matte foundation. So again, this is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage 24-hour foundation, and this is what the packaging looks like. It does come in a nice glass bottle, kind of like the Fit Me line, and comes with a pump. Finally, they heard us. We needed a pump, and it just comes in this little white packaging. So let me just read you guys the claims. It says it's full coverage foundation up to 24-hour wear, seamless matte finish, breathable and comfortable, fade and transfer resistant, oil-free, doesn't clog pores, and dermatologist tested. So I do have the shade 220 Natural Beige. They said that it does kind of oxidize a little bit, and it actually does. So I'm just gonna apply it straight to my face. Let's just do half at a time. It is like a, it's not a gel consistency. It's liquidy, but it is on the thicker side. Again, because it is more of a full coverage foundation. As you can see, it is a matte finish, but it's not like a super flat matte, because if that was the case, I wouldn't be able to wear something like this because, like I said, I do have dry skin. Let me zoom you guys in. So it's like super uncomfortable being this close to you guys, but I kind of wanted to show you guys how the skin looks. I don't have very problematic skin. I don't have that much texture, but I really do like the way it looks. Even though, like I said, I do have dry skin, I do like the way this looks on me. I actually really enjoyed this foundation. I have worn it for like a couple hours at a time, and like I said, even though I have dry skin, I think it looks really good. It's one of those foundations that like doesn't budge, and it actually didn't emphasize my smile lines that much because I get like really bad creasing around here, and it really didn't. I really enjoy it. It is a little bit, you know, just a little bit dry. It's not like the most comfortable foundation to wear, but after I finish my makeup, I feel like I don't feel it as much as I do when I like first set it. But I actually don't have to set my foundation, but if you're oily, I do think you should set it. So yeah, I think it works out really nice. Like I said, it does oxidize a little bit, so if you are like in between shades and you don't know which one to pick, I would go with the lighter side. Other than that though, I really enjoy it. It's really nice, and I feel like you could also apply a more of a thinner layer if you don't want it to be like this heavy. So I did want to keep it in the drugstore affordable side. I do have the Eyeshadow by Maybelline, so I'm gonna quickly put that under my eyes. And I'm also gonna use this as primer for my eyeshadow. And like always, I'm using my favorite powder, which is the Makeup Revolution Luxury Banana Powder. To highlight and contour, I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Contour Powder, and this is in the shade Light. And to bronze, I'll be using the Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Soleil. Alright, so now that we have the base ready, all I'm needing is like blush and highlights, but we'll do that after. I'm going to go into the Total Temptation Highlight and Eyeshadow Palette. It comes with 8 eyeshadows and 2 highlighters. And this is what it looks like. It has a little like a range of mauve peachy tones, and then we have some like lavender. We do have a black, and then 2 highlighters. One of the highlighters is like very gold, and the other one's very lavender. So as you guys can see, this is like very like purpley, and this one's very gold. I have an opinion on this, but I think I'm gonna give it another shot before I kind of like tell you guys. I'm first just gonna go into this little shade right here and use it as my transition shade, and I'm just gonna put that on a fluffy brush. Which fluffy brush are we gonna use? You wanna help me choose? Let's go with one of my favorites, the little NYX blending brush. And I'm just gonna build that up on my crease. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Actually, I'm glad that I tried this out again before telling you my opinion, because I feel like my opinion might be changing a little bit. I'm gonna go into this little cool tone brown, and I'm just gonna use it on a smaller brush just to kind of define my crease. I'm just gonna take it on this little BH cosmetic brush. And to smoke it out even more, I'm gonna take this little black, and I'm just gonna, again, pop it on the outer corner. I'm gonna use this little Wet n Wild brush. Okay, so far everything's good. Don't mind all this. I kind of went a little overboard over here because I'm so used to doing my eyes first and I always clean it up, but I just realized that I have my foundation on, so so far it's actually working really good. I was actually going to tell you guys that I didn't think these were pigmented at all because the first time I used it, I literally had to go ham on it. These shades were actually not pigmented at all when I first tried them out, which was just so disappointing, but I guess it's just like every other product, which is, you know, I guess it's like the first layer that you have to scrape off. I'm gonna use this one right here and kind of put that in my inner corner on my lid. This is like a very glittery shade, so it's not like a normal shimmer, it's definitely like kind of like glittery. I'm gonna take it on a little Wet n Wild flat little shader brush, and I'm gonna try it dry first, but I have a feeling that we're gonna have to get it wet. Yeah, there's a lot of glitter on this. It's kind of just going everywhere. I think it definitely needs to be wet just because up close, all you see is like so many little specks of shimmer and that does not look good. So I'm just gonna take my setting spray. Okay, so yeah, I'm not super impressed with this. This little purple shade is just really hard to put on. I've tried to do it wet and with my finger, and it kind of just, it's going everywhere. It's kind of ruining the whole look. And look at the fallout. See, like I'm digging into this shade and it's just not working out for me. Let me just, I'm just gonna put some eyeliner on and then we can do the lower lash line and then I can tell you guys my thoughts about these shadows. Okay, so I did some like baby wings because we do have a mascara to try and I feel like I don't want to put on false lashes because I am reviewing a mascara. I just want to show you guys how powdery these are. So I dip my brush and then there's like just so much excess. It's just a little much. Literally just like putting on this eyeshadow right here, I see so much like kickback like going up into my eye and like I'm not even being dramatic. Okay, so my final thoughts for the eyeshadow part of this palette, I would pass on them to be honest. The mattes are pretty pigmented, like they're nice shades, except they're just super powdery. I don't know if it's because of like the shape that these little waves have on them, but they're just super powdery. They have a lot of kickback. So for the eyeshadows, I'm just not very impressed with it. It is what it is. So this is the mascara right here. Again, it's a Total Temptation mascara. It has beautiful packaging, but if you guys saw how much I had to clean it off, you guys probably, oh, see, look, I already got it dirty. You probably see me use it in other tutorials because it is a nice mascara. It's like a very volumizing mascara. I wouldn't say it's very lengthening. This is the wand. As you can see, it gets really saturated with product. It's one of those wands that's like very soft and cushiony, which it doesn't grab onto your lashes as much for like length, but it does volumize them. So let me just do it on one eye. I really do like it though. It's really nice for the lower lash lines. I usually prefer more like rubber wands because I really like it when my lashes look like super long, but this one does a good job at it. Like I said, it's more volumizing than anything. So this is one coat. I'm sorry that I have eyeliner. It's probably harder to see, but this is what it looks like. I do like this mascara. Is it my favorite? No, but that's just because I like using, like I said, the rubber ones. But it is nice. If you like volume, if you like to add a lot of product at once, I feel like you're really gonna like this. Like I said, it does deposit a lot of product, which is why it's so volumizing. So if you like this kind of mascaras, this would be a really nice one. For blush, I use the Milani blush in the shade 05 Luminoso. So now we're gonna highlight. So I'm actually not going anywhere after this. It's actually already 7 p.m. and I think I'm just gonna go to the gym after this, wash this face off and go to the gym. New year, new me. So I'm actually gonna try both highlights on. I'm just gonna do one cheek with one and the other with the other, so that way you guys can see what the deal is. I'm gonna go in with it dry with my favorite Wet n Wild highlighter brush. And I'm first gonna go into the gold one. Okay, this highlight is very blinding. If you guys couldn't tell. Whoa, and this, guys, this is dry. Okay, so again, this is the gold side. It's very, very reflective. And I'm gonna go in with a highlight that I honestly wouldn't go in with. And again, this is like the lavender one. Just as pigmented. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay, so this highlight is not as wearable for me. I don't know what's wearable for you, but for me, it's just like a little bit, obviously too purple. It actually looks way more purple like in real life. Not that this isn't real life, but here, not the camera. But as you guys can see, they're both very, very reflective, very pigmented. Like, if you guys saw my post on Instagram when I got these products, my favorite thing out of this palette is the highlights. I think these highlights are very, very nice. They're a little bit powdery, they're a little bit dry. They're not like super creamy, but for the drugstore, I think they're really nice. And like, as you guys can see, they're super reflective and super pigmented. Just the eyeshadows for me, I don't know. Let's do some final thoughts. So, eyebrow pencil, I really enjoy it. I've been enjoying it for a while now. I think this is a great eyebrow pencil from the drugstore. I love the shape of it, like I mentioned, because it's like the perfect in-between from like a very thin pencil to a thick one. It's like a perfect shape because you can fill them in pretty quickly, but it doesn't lose its sharpness, so you can always be like very precise with it. The spoolie I'm not crazy about, but like I can live without it, like it's okay. The foundation I really enjoy. I love the packaging. I love that it has a pump. It lasts all day. I mean, it's definitely, like I said, a full coverage foundation, but it doesn't emphasize anything. I feel like if you have combo to oily skin, I feel like you would really enjoy this. And if you're like me and you have normal to dry skin, just put on, you know, moisturizer and like a moisturizing primer, and I think you would really enjoy this. Like I said, it does feel like a little bit drying at first, but after you set it with sun setting spray, kind of all melts together. And it's more, for me, it's more of like a going out foundation. I wouldn't necessarily wear this as an everyday foundation. So the eyeshadow palette, I don't know. I feel like just looking at it, it's very like aesthetically pleasing. It's like really pretty shades, but I just don't think that the eyeshadows are very good. Like I said, I do like the highlights, but I feel like if you're only gonna get these for the highlights, there's better highlights at the drugstore. And I'm not trying to be like super harsh at it because I'm not like a very harsh critic with makeup. I try to give it a chance, but I feel like at this point at the drugstore, there's just way better quality eyeshadows, and you could probably buy a better palette from a different brand, or maybe from Maybelline that's just better quality. This one for me, I honestly don't think I'll reach for it, so that's why I'm just not going to recommend it to you, because I don't know, I feel like you could just spend your money on something better at the drugstore. And lastly, for mascara, I think this is a really good mascara. Again, if you like very soft bristles that can deposit a lot of product to really volumize those lashes, I feel like you would really enjoy this. Like I said, I really like it as like my last layer to add that extra volume. And I think it's a great mascara. It's very beautiful, and I'm down with this. I can get down with this. And that is the end of the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed like a couple products being reviewed at once from the same brand. And yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have tried these products. And what do you think of this foundation? I really want to know, because I know that it's been pretty hyped up. So I want to see what you guys think. Do you think it's worth the hype? Have you tried it? So I hope you're having an awesome day or night wherever you are. I hope you guys are staying warm. I know it's getting a little bit chilly out there. And yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!